What's up, everybody? We're back at the shop today. We're going to be talking about this red Rx7. It's been here in the shop for a couple weeks now. They've been working on it really hard. There's a lot of stuff being done to this thing. It's gonna be a really nice car. So every day it's pretty cool to see the progress that they're doing on this. So let's go talk to Louis and see what's going on.
Basically, this is going to be one of our full builds. The original came in with a twin turbo setup. Garrett's on there. We don't know yet if we're going to keep them or not. Kind of do, kind of don't. We've got to redo the exhaust for sure. It wasn't finished. It's not done the way we like them. But it is going to be a full bridge 13V, either twin or single turbo. Depends. Actually, maybe comment below and see what you guys think. Give me your guys' opinion. But it's gonna be a full. It's gonna be a full track car minus the exterior. Exterior, we're gonna keep it as close to stock as possible. But basically, inside the car, it's gonna be fully gutted. Only thing we're keeping is the dash. It's gonna have, I believe, LRB panels all the way throughout the car. It's got a full 6-point cage in it. It's got a fuel cell. I mean, it pretty much has the works. The thing is, the outside, try to keep it as stock as possible.
So, what's going on with the inside?
Here's a little, you know, kind of the couple first stages. We fitted the LRB plate, got the cage already done. We still got to cut up the dash, make it work. But as you can see, our friend at Kale Fab, you know, ended up doing the cage for us. Really good work. Amazing cage that he did, and inexpensive also. So same thing, this radium fuel cell with the XCST kit in it. We're running three feed pumps, one pickup, and we kind of did the fuel cell up high without cutting the floor pan for a reason, which I'm not going to tell you, but you guys will probably see in the next video. Fuel cells in here solid. We're actually going to probably move it back about an inch so we can fit a couple panels, and also the auto exceed strut brace. We know it doesn't need it because of the cage, but you know, customer wants to see some kind of some cool stuff, you know, that he had already bought over at the other place where it was getting built before. So kind of don't want to throw money away, so we're going to try to incorporate it as much as possible and try to use as many parts as he had before.
All right, Louis, so what are the benefits about running these?
Well, the factory gas tank of these, it's a good tank, but they do create a lot of fuel slush. Once you start getting into, you know, half a tank or lower, you enter a corner, and by the time you're, you know, halfway through the corner coming out, fuel tends to slush the other way, and you end up getting air pockets where if you don't have the proper ECU and proper safeties, more than likely that means detonation, you know, a lean out, a motor, you know, so all this prevents this. And so basically the way it works is you got your, I believe this is a 20-gallon fuel cell, and you've got your pump here which picks up the fuel from the cell, pushes it into this tank right here, which we call it a surge tank. Inside of this tank we've got 3 pumps, and those 3 pumps basically come in stages depending on how much boost and all that, depending on how it's tuned, but they all work together, push the fuel pump out, you know, straight into the tank. So basically what that boils down to is this car can be upside down and there's still fuel in here to keep the car running. I know it's not what you want in case of an accident, but for track use and all that, this is the optimal thing to do.
All right, so when it comes to ECU, what is he going to be running for that?
Haltech.
Haltech, 1500?
Actually, we're running a 2500 on this, just because we're running every single sensor that we can. We're running, for example, wideband, EGTs, your basic sensors for the ECU, plus oil pressure, oil temp, coolant pressure, we're controlling different stages, you know, all 3 pumps at different stages. We're running, what else is it? Exhaust gas temperature sensor, turbo speed sensor, back pressure sensor for the so it can read the back pressure on the exhaust. We're running 2-step, we're running fuel pressure sensor, you know, water, air. I believe we're gonna run, well actually we're running a speed sensor also for the transmission. So we're able to control that, and then we're gonna try to hook up, we're not gonna try, but if we still have enough outputs or inputs, we're gonna run a switch on the tranny so we can do flat shifting.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's got a bunch of cool factors. We gotta also run wheel speed sensor, so it can, you know, we can activate the, say like the 2-step or the launch control, and we'll be able to engage it or disengage it as soon as it sees the front tires moving versus the back ones.
Nice. And how about the injectors? What are you going to be running? Are you going to be doing 6 or 4?
Right now, well, it's set up for 6.
Okay.
It's set up for 6. We've got, of course, ID injectors all the way around. We're going to try with 4. If there's enough fuel, then we'll leave it at that. If not, then it's just a matter of changing the settings in the ECU and turning all 6 of them on.
Okay. Yeah. What do you think you're going to start with, like 2000s all around or something?
I've got 1000 primaries and 4 2000 secondaries.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was going to put 2000 on the bottom, but since we've got the option of the extra 4 injectors, might as well keep the bottom ones, you know, medium size, so it'll give us less headaches when we're adjusting drivability.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And how about when it comes to like the fuel? What size fuel line would you be running from the tank?
We're running a dash. We're going to run a dash 8 feet. We don't want to go too big because of the style of pumps. As it is, the pickup is very small. You know, it's on these pumps. It's actually pickup and inlet and outlet of the pump is actually the same size. So you don't want to go too big because I've seen a couple cars come in where they're running for say a Bosch 044, and a Bosch 044 I believe has a dash 8 or 10 pickup, and the feed line is a 6. Well, that works great, but once you put a bigger feed line on the outside, the pump loses its functionality. It's supposed to reduce to be able to build pressure. So if you open up the top,
it needs back pressure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like you're cavitating that pump.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to run big lines, then you end up going to like an aeromotive or something like that, where you can run either the A1000 or the Dominator, where at that point you can put a dash 12 pickup and you still only run like a dash 8 or a dash 10 feet.
Okay.
You know, return, usually we do a 6 return, unless I've got a really, you know, fat feed line, then I go up to a dash 8. But 90% of the time, dash 6 return is what we use.
Nice. Yeah. And then, what's it called? Let's see. Let's walk over here to the front of the car. So this is going to use a custom DNA engine harness?
Yeah, we're building a dual engine harness. We're actually also using a PDM wiring setup from Rywire. So Rywire is helping us out with that, and just to take care of all the wiring issues. And the other thing is we're actually running Radium Engineering fuel rails also with a built-in fuel pressure regulator or pulsation dampener, fuel pressure regulator. And the cool factor about these rails, I like, you're able to put the fuel temp sensor in there. That is very important now on these cars. We're just finding the more and more we play with them and do tuning and stuff, there's just so many things that can be done to make these things as bulletproof as possible. And when the budget allows us, we're starting to incorporate everything.
Yeah.
And they're working amazing.
And for you guys that don't really understand why we're using so many sensors, the sensors are actually so you can monitor the engine, and it's actually for protection, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it's got 3 stages. We can do, first stage, we can do, let's say, kick the boost down, retard some timing. Stage 2 can be put you at a 5, 6 at a high RPM limit. Same thing, also reduces you know, boost and all that stuff. And third, which is the most critical, it'll automatically either kill the car, put you like on a 3,000 RPM rev limiter, so you're still able to get out of the road or get out of the way, or actually at the same time we can make it to where, say it goes into major limp mode because of the car overheating, we could automatically make the injectors start dumping as much fuel as possible to help cool the engine down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of different things you can do. That's kind of one of the reasons why we use Halter. Just we're very familiar with it, and I love all the features that it has.
You guys are going to do a V-mount, right?
Oh, yeah.
Now, what size intercooler are you planning to use for this?
Well, we're going to try to use as big as possible. Whatever, as big as we can fit in there, but still keeping the efficiency alive, because we don't want to put something too big where we have pressure drop. You know, by the time it comes out, it's at a lower pressure or whatnot. We still got to keep into account radiator, because we are going to run an electric water pump. Okay. You know, so there's a lot of stuff that we have to make fit under the hood, and still be able to keep oil, water, and air as cool as possible.
Nice. And then check out these oil coolers.
Yeah, those are getting thrown away.
These are getting thrown away. What's it going to be replaced with? Sake bomb? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we've had very, very good luck with the big NASCAR AFCO oil coolers. They work amazing.
What do you recommend? Like, what do you use? How many rows or?
Well, that one, there's only one size.
Oh.
That their smallest version that can fit in here.
Okay.
It won't fit on a stock bumper. That's for sure. Stock bumper it won't fit on. That's where we're debating on this.
Is there any way to modify it? Like cut it?
Yeah, you can cut the bumper and make it fit. It's just that these oil coolers are, I believe they're about 14 inches wide, or from left to right, and then the height is maybe about 5 inches, but they're about 3 inches thick.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like what we did on the Bad Apple.
Okay.
You know, it's a very, very massive dual pass oil cooler, and it works great. I mean, we did that on the RX3 also, Brett's car. We run 2 on his. Right now we're at the issue where we added an oil thermostat, and it still doesn't get up to 10. We're cruising on the freeway 130 degrees. So we need to get up in the 180, 190 so the actual oil is able to break down and lubricate and work. You know, because if the oil doesn't get hot, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
It just slushes and you.
Let me guess. You guys are gonna do your ABS delete kit?
Of course. Of course. We're gonna try to put as much as DNA products as we can into this.
Nice.
A lot of them out there that you guys still haven't seen. We're getting ready to push out a big line of products. So hopefully you guys like them and show your support.
Nice. And if you guys want to check out anything DNA has to offer, go to their website. I put their website link down below. Yeah, go check it out. We're always going to be updating it, so you'll see new products and just whatever they offer. Anything else, Louis?
Keep an eye out for the next videos after this. Plenty coming.
All right, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.